Both the Natalie-attired Patrick Chapin and the color-coordinated, hair-dyed Yoshitaka Nakano felt this match was going to go the full 5 games. The players had 24 hours to play test, and both players knew it was a very, very tight match. In Game 1, Patrick Chapin didn't show off what his deck really could do. He only needed to make one dragon the old-fashioned way. He cast it. And it took out Nakano's army. In Game 2, Profane Command was the killing stroke for Nakano, as Patrick had to mulligan and didn't get off to a good start. In Game 3, Patrick Chapin sent a flurry of burn at Nakano's head, and the Japanese player was ready to shuffle up. He just wanted to see the Dragon Storm. Going on to Game 4, that one was the closest game in the whole set. Patrick made 2 dragons, but they were not enough to deal with Troll Ascetic, and Nakano had 2 Dark Banishing effects to take both of them out of the way. The game came down to 1 point either way, but Nakano got it in the end. In Game 5, Nakano mulliganed down to 5 cards. Things looked pretty grim, and when Patrick Chapin said the dreaded words, "Shock you," you knew something nasty was going to be coming out of Spine Rock Knoll. Patrick Chapin took the match in 5 games and advances to the semifinals. Congratulations, Patrick, on your advance to the semifinals. Tell me, when you were coming into the match, what did you think the key to your matchup was?
Well, the single most important factor was definitely the die roll. I tested a bunch with Bob Maurer and John Finkley yesterday, and Gabriel Nassif, and we were figuring that whoever won the die roll would have a significant advantage throughout the course of the match, and it turned out to be true. Our entire match, everyone who went first always won. But also other key things were I had Sulphurous Blast and Empty the Warrens, which I thought would give me some time to try to set up, and I didn't know how to sideboard for Game 2 because we figured there were 2 different plans they might adopt. They might stay with a lot of creatures to try to race me, or they might be a little more disruptive and use some of their slower cards that can win the game for them, like Luxodon Warhammer or Liliana Vess. So I sideboarded one way Game 2 to kind of test the waters, and once I saw that he kept all his creatures in, or most of his creatures in, then I took out the Wheel of Fates and just went with Empty the Warrens and took out Pyromancer Swath. So I think it just was a matter of evaluating his sideboard plan and then adjusting for it.
At the end of Game 5, the key game, I mean, he mulliganed to 5 cards, but still ended up coming back fairly strong considering
yeah, absolutely. My hand wasn't particularly good. I mean, I just had a lot of basic lands that were not storage, plus I guess I just had a lot of lands that didn't store up, plus I had multiple Hellkites, so I had kind of a slow draw. But at the end, it didn't really matter. I mean, he was a little bit too far behind, and I got into a situation where I had to choose between Spine Rocking up a Bogart and Hellkite to put 2 lethal threats on the table, or putting up a Sulphurous Blast to kill his Troll Ascetic so that he would have absolutely no board. And I guess it might have been an academic decision, but I think that it was better to just put him in a situation where the only way he could even live another turn was to have Slaughter Pact and Eyeblade's Ending.
What's your ideal path to the finals of this event? Who do you want to see in the semis, and what would you want to see, and what would you want to face off against in the finals?
Well, in the semifinals, I'm happy either way, because if I play Nassif, then my teammate won, and if I play his opponent, I think I have a favorable matchup. So in the finals, I guess I'd like to test. I'd like to play against Black-Green, because I don't think any of my possible opponents are particularly good matchups for me. But I actually tested Black-Green a ton last night and all day yesterday, so I feel very prepared for it. Whereas I didn't have enough time to fully prepare for the Blue-Black deck. So, and he has a Blue-Black deck that's very good against mine with all of his bounce, his discard, his permission. I mean, he just has a lot of good elements to fight me.
Okay, well, good luck the rest of the way, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again at the end of this bracket.
Thank you much. Thank you much.